This is the LegendFlame Damon 39 Electric Fireplace Insert, and my first reaction was how much it looks like a real firebox rather than a screen pretending to be one. The three-sided interior brick and the deep ember bed change the whole vibe. Instead of a flat reflection, you get depth and shadows. The full glass door is clean and modern, and the mesh screen detail gives it that classic hearth touch without the mess of ash or soot. I was skeptical about electric fireplaces because they can feel cheesy, but this one passes the eyeball test when the flame is on and just as important when it's off. I put it into an existing masonry opening that used to be wood burning. The footprint is 38.7 inches wide, 26.1 high, and 11.6 deep, so measure carefully. It's hefty, so 2 hands and patience help. There's no venting and no gas line. It plugs into a standard 120V outlet and the manufacturer is clear. It cannot be hardwired. I had an outlet added inside the old firebox, so the cord is hidden. If you plan to plug into a nearby outlet, keep in mind the cord exits on the right side when you face the unit. If you absolutely must use an extension, go heavy duty only. In my opinion, planning power placement is the one part of setup that deserves attention because the rest is straightforward. Attach the handles, slide it in, level it, plug it in. Key features that stood out once I powered it up were the flame realism and the control over the mood. You get 4 brightness levels and 5 speed options. Slow and dim looks like a late evening fire winding down. Fast and bright looks lively without going neon. 9 mood light settings shine from the top to highlight the logs and brick. The resin log set is molded and hand-painted, and the glow comes from inside the logs and through a deep ember bed, which keeps it from looking like a flat orange panel. I've tried units with mirrored backs. This 3-sided brick interior is a big upgrade. The random flame pattern matters too. From my experience, the effect doesn't fall into a distracting loop, which was my big fear before buying. Heat-wise, it's a supplemental heater, not a furnace replacement. You get 2 heat levels, roughly 750W and 1500W, which translates to up to about 510 BTU. BTU is just a way to measure heat output. At this level, it's designed for spaces around 400 square feet. Think living room, bedroom, office, or a finished basement corner. My living room warms a few degrees faster with the door closed, and the thermostat kicks the element on and off to maintain the set temperature. The fan runs for a few seconds before and after heat to protect the elements. That's normal. It's worth noting the heater vent gets hot, but the viewing glass stays cool to the touch, which I appreciate with kids and pets around. The audio piece is surprisingly helpful for ambience. There's a built-in crackling sound that you can tweak or turn off. On low, it adds just enough texture without sounding like a loop. On high, I notice the repetition, so I keep it soft or off when I'm reading. Fan noise during heating is there like a small space heater. It blends into the background for me, but it's not silent. The remote is IR, so it wants direct line of sight. If the coffee table blocks it, I have to point more deliberately. One neat tip, I was able to silence the control beeps by holding the flame button on the unit for 3 seconds, which makes late-night adjustments less jarring. If you're new to electric inserts, a quick glossary helps. Insert means it's designed to slide into an existing fireplace opening or a framed recess. You can also set it freestanding on a hearth or floor, but it looks best enclosed. Vent-free means no chimney or ducting. Supplemental heat means it takes the edge off a room, not that it heats a whole house. The thermostat doesn't set an exact degree. It cycles the heater to hold your comfort level. And CSA certified means a third party has tested it for safety in North America. From my experience, installation options are flexible. In an oversized opening, a trim kit cleans up the gaps and makes it look custom. Recessing into a wall works too. Just frame the cavity and make sure you've got an outlet in there. Freestanding works in a pinch, but the design really shines when it looks built in. I like that the glass stays clean. A quick wipe removes fingerprints, and I don't have to deal with ash or soot. On first heat, there was a slight new heater odor that faded after a short session with a window cracked. It's perfect for anyone who wants the look and cozy feel of a fire without the hassle of wood or the expense and safety concerns of gas. Apartments and condos where wood burning is banned, old fireplaces that you don't want to mess with, and playrooms or bedrooms where cool glass matters, all great fits. In my opinion, the biggest wins are the depth of the firebox look, the natural flame, and the simple plug-and-play setup. The main trade-offs are fan noise during heat, the IR remote's line-of-sight quirk, and the fact that you can't hardwire it, so planning that outlet is key. From my experience, I'd recommend this for anyone who values realistic visuals over flashy RGB colors, wants a dependable zone heater for about 400 square feet, and prefers a unit that still looks like a real hearth when it's turned off. If you want silent heat or whole home heating, this isn't it. If you want a convincing, low-maintenance fireplace centerpiece that you can control with a remote and enjoy year-round with or without heat, it delivers. Key features that kept me using it day after day are the 3-sided brick interior, the deep ember bed, the adjustable flame and speed, the mood lighting, the cool-to-touch glass, the thermostat with low and high heat, and the optional crackling sound. The fact that it's vent-free, plug-in, and CSA certified checks the safety and convenience boxes. The 1-year warranty and responsive support add peace of mind. In conclusion, the LegendFlame Damon EF1265 billion turns a dead fireplace into a warm-looking focal point without fuss. It nails the visual realism, it's practical for everyday use, and it's honest about its heating limits. I enjoy it most in the evening on a low flame, slow speed, mood lights softly on, and the heater cycling just enough to keep the room comfortable. If this video helped, hit subscribe, drop your questions or your own experience with electric fireplaces in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching.